What do you remember seeing? What do you remember hearing? What is your encounter? Just say it as it is. Don't add or subtract.
So I remember it's like I was taken into a place. It was like a very tiny room inside there. So it was me and Clemens. So it was like we went and we were put inside that room, and we were made to like fit. We were told that you will have to fit, whether you like it or not, you'll have to fit into that room. So as we entered that room, so it's like above us, it was like your mentor, John the Third, appeared. And then it was like he started lecturing us. He started lecturing us about the previous disciples that were once here, more like my sellouts that were once here. And then it's like he was also saying we were somehow, he was saying we were responsible for their fallout. And then he said even Pavaka Dona, we didn't do anything. It's like we just said, which it's like we just gave all the burden to the Revelator. And then he started to scold us and scold us and scold us. And then he told us about the other fallen disciples who were still coming at the shop. And then he told us that we know what we're supposed to do. And then he said the thing is we are still registering them in our minds and in our hearts as in like we're registering him as saying they are still part of us, more like we left a room saying someday or one day we'll be like in good books with them. So he started.
That is John the 30. That is 100% true. Even if you tell me that is not how we feel, that is more than 100%. That is exactly what I'm addressing. Everything. Even if I did a 2-hour audio, it will be not necessary. Those few words that my mentor said, they were not necessary. They were necessary. Those few words, they covered the whole 2 hours.
So
And you're thinking that you just met my mentor. That is what you're thinking. You think by coincidence you went and met my mentor. What did I say, Clemens?
You said my mentor John the Third to address you.
Right, continue.
So you said we're responsible. We know, like the room that we're still living, we should get rid of it because they are no longer part of us, because they betrayed our mentor. So by them doing that, which means they also betrayed us. So it was like it was saying the more like we interact with them or we associate with them, it's more like us, we are betraying our mentor, the Revelator. And then so it was like he was said you are going to stay in that small room. And then it's like he was also saying and talking in parables. He was saying that's why you are even stuck where you are from, like the time Pamakambo Weta Segongati you disconnected with them. That's when your things also started to move. And then now when they came back again, it was now like that's how some of the things in our lives were put into end, they were put into hold. So then he said we're going to stay inside that room until we learn it, so that we can sacrifice for the ministry and sacrifice for our mentor. And he said we know what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to disconnect ourselves from there. And then he said as you disconnect and as you learn, but he said you're going to learn it the hard way, because your mentor told you long time ago that you should disconnect with them, but you were rebellious and you didn't listen to him. So he said that's when the more you disconnect, when you disconnect with them, that's when your things will also start to move and progress. And then the vision ended.